Hi guys, my name is Miller and welcome to another video. And today we are here to talk about the Flash Event car that dropped out of nowhere yesterday, the Koenigsegg Jesko. And the question you might think of is it worth it? Or not like any other Flash Event from in the past because of the rare fusion parts and such? And the answer is yes, it definitely is 100% worth it. If you want to know why, just keep following in the video. So to start off, a Flash Event is a Golden Cup or Prestige Cup, but instead of pulling the car, you have to pay up some cash to get it. And this is no exception either this time around. The beautiful Jesko you see here can be bought either alone or through two bundles, with the bundles adding some extra fusion parts and some cash to help you out. But is it worth going for them? Perhaps yes if you're low on cash, but I would not do it for the fusion parts, and quite simply because the event rewards you 14 uncommon fusion parts, and then with the free crate daily be sure to expect plenty more of them, so uncommon fusion parts are really not something that you really need. Because the Koenigsegg has been in game for such a long time already, people like me have already stacked up some even more, so that really neglects the use of the extra fusion parts. This is also a reason to why this Flash Event is worth buying even more, compared to the Avantra or Tuatara for example, where you started from scratch with 0 fusion parts, which made the event significantly harder. So once the purchase is done, you get this great b-roll of the car being delivered. And oh my, this car is pretty. Definitely some points which stick out to me, with the biggest one being the rear wing, slightly reminding me of the 1-to-1, but going a step further by turning it into an active double profile rear wing, which is also slightly curved, fitting the body perfectly. Other than that, there are other amazing features of the bodywork, such as the by now iconic exhaust tip at the end of the body design, which is reminiscent of multiple other Koenigsegg models. Also the way the taillights aren't really covered by the bodywork, at the top end leaving a small gap. Then going to the side you see an actual quite simple clean looking flow with the carbon fiber rims to reduce the weight even more. Going to the front we can see the massive front splitter, with the quite slim headlights making it recognizable as a Koenigsegg, but different from the other cars we've seen before. What makes this car complete though is the nice green touches all around, like the brake calipers, giving it not too much of a dual tone black and white feeling. Once opening to check the interior, you can see plenty of other added details, such as a yellow ball on the dashboard being a G-force indicator, or the screen being mounted on the steering wheel, and when you turn the steering wheel, actually the screen turns as well, so it's always standing up. Also, did you know that the centerpiece for the harness is mounted inside the seat? It's the little round contour you see there. Plenty of more small details in there. I would suggest for you to take it in AR, go check it outside and try to sit in it and look around. It's so crazily detailed. Going back outside of the car and towards the engine, we see where it really stands out. The engine itself, a 1600 brake horsepower beast densely packed in front of the suspension and between the very wide wheels. But one of the peaks for me as far as engineering goes is the transmission. It's a very densely packed 9-speed having 7 clutches, and all that in a piece that weighs less than me, 90 kilograms or just shy of 200 pounds. That is just mental. So sophisticated, effective and compact. Crazy. Knowing it has a transmission of only 90 kilograms and weight being trimmed down left and right, for example by using carbon fiber rims, it can be said that this car will have a power to weight ratio of far less than 1-to-1, meaning the 300 miles per hour they claim it could reach is definitely not too far-fetched. But for the record run we have to wait. Maybe by then it might look slightly different, as what you see here is supposed to be a track beast. Done talking about the car and onto the event itself now, as that is probably what the peak interest is here for anyways. The Flash Event Cup consists of 30 races, with the total rewards coming down to 900,000 cash, 775 gold coins, 14 uncommon, 8 rare and 4 epic fusion parts, 280 bronze, 100 silver and 10 gold keys, and 2 stage 6 parts. These stage 6 parts can be won on race 25, where you have to beat a time of 9.531, which is beatable without stage 6 parts or without fusion parts. And then on race 28 with a time of a 9.036, which is also beatable without stage 6 parts. I have to say though, on both races again, I got the same stage 6 part, but I would like to ask you guys to see if closing the gap between those two races avoids getting the same stage 6 part. Like every single time I just kept on playing, and this is now the 4th time in a row I think I got twice the same stage 6, and I'm not alone on this because I've seen many complaints on Reddit of the exact same thing happening. It's quite odd to see, really. The reason you can beat these stage 6 races is simply because the car is an absolute monster. Even on stage 5 it is well capable of running below 8.2, of course if you have all fusion parts installed. Normally with events, speed traps are the biggest challenge and the biggest pain, but this one does not have any, so that's a bonus too. And then we have the final time. Can we beat the event without actually having to buy extra crates to get a stage 6 part? Well, here's the answer. I tried it with just stage 5 and 99 fusion parts, meaning I'm missing 5 epics in total. First a tune I ran, followed by the final race. I have to say though, I don't tune by max evo, but with a lower final drive so I don't have to shift as fast in the beginning, and I can end up in 8th gear instead of 9th. This also runs sub dyno sometimes, meaning it might be faster than the max evo tune. And that was even a terrible run of me. I can hit an 8.260 with this tune. An 8.3 as a final time can be seen as either very fast or quite slow. In the past we have seen final times of flash events vary quite a lot. Some being 8.0, like for the Evantra for example, or 9 seconds plus for the SSC Tuatara, which makes this quite a big gap. An 8.3 in my opinion is doable, simply because the car can run below 8.2 on stage 5, meaning no extra crates have to be bought to complete the event, making it probably the cheapest flash event to this date. And if you lack fusion parts, no panic, you can get up to 3 stage 6 parts minimum for free. You get 2 in the event, with the doable races, and then you have a third one, which you'll get when you hit loyalty by claiming your daily free crate after 7 days. Maybe you'll get some along too, but I will be spending some more cash for sure to try get all the stage 6 parts so I can max this car and be competitive in Hypermax lobby. And even if you don't want to spend on the crates and just want to have the car, you still have a decent car running rather fast and parts will drop at some point in time. In the end it is the second fastest car in game, and as a single pay car I think the easiest one to upgrade in the top 10 cars out there, isn't it? It can run a 6.949, meaning it gets competitive with the Tuatara, which I'm glad to hear. So is this a car worth going for me? Definitely, without a doubt, and definitely if you're ever doubting to do one purchase in the game and then just leave it with it. There are plenty of cars in game, but I think this is the most worth it we've had so far. Fusion parts are more common, it's fast on stage 5, it's fast maxed out, events are fun and challenging, and it's a beautiful piece of machinery. It's not worth it to buy every car that comes out for cash of course, but if anything like this comes around, I just can't let it go by. And no, this is not a sponsored video or anything, I buy every car on my main account with my own cash, and this is one of the cars I am the most satisfied with in a very long time. Question is however, will this be on top for a long time though? Today update 2.8 info was released showing a Lamborghini Sian and a McLaren Senna. Perhaps the Senna will not be a challenge, but the Sian could be a challenger for the sub 7 seconds, with Lamborghini fusion parts being even more common. So I don't know to be honest. If I was in this situation and never made an expense on the game and you are thinking of getting one, this is the one I'd go for, no doubt. That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to leave a like, subscribe for more content like this. My name is Miller, see you around and keep racing.